Hey guys, can you believe it's been a week already? Welcome back to Full Steam Ahead. My name's Heather, and in this program Nicola, what's wrong? You have a tummy ache? Let's see. Nicola, why do you have a circle and a square in your tummy? Do you feel better? That's good. This gives me an idea. Why don't we talk about shapes and dimensions in today's program? Just give me a second, I'll be right back. So first of all, let's talk about two-dimensional and three-dimensional objects for a little bit. Two-dimensional objects go two ways. They go side to side and up and down. But they're flat, as you can see, like this square. This circle is also two-dimensional because it's flat, as you can see. Three-dimensional objects go three ways. They go side to side, up and down, but they also go back to front, like this cube. And spheres, like this tennis ball, are also three-dimensional. As you can see, it's not flat, and it has depth. A prism is a solid three-dimensional object that has identical ends and flat sides. For example, I have a triangular prism here. This has triangles on the end, as you can see, on both ends, and it has flat sides. This one is a rectangular prism. It's shaped like a rectangle, and it has identical ends, as you can see, and flat sides. This one is a pentagonal prism. It has a pentagon on each end, and a pentagon has 5 sides, and it has flat sides all around. So that makes it a pentagonal prism. Some other objects I have that are three-dimensional, but they're not prisms. This one is a cylinder. It does have identical ends, has a circle on each end, but as you can see, it has round sides, not flat, and that means it's not a prism. This one's a cone. As you can see, it is three-dimensional. It has depth. It's not a prism. It has different ends. On this end, it's a circle, and then it goes to a point on this end. So that's the cone. And this shape is a pyramid. This is a square pyramid. It has a square on the bottom, and then it has 4 triangular sides that come up to a point. For more information on three-dimensional objects, you can see the chart in the video description. Now, let's do a fun activity. For this activity, we're going to make our own cube. You can find a template that looks like this in the video description, and you can either print the template or you can look at it and draw your own. If you have thicker paper, that's better, but you can also use regular paper. You'll also need some scissors, some tape or some glue, and some felt markers or pencil crayons if you want to decorate your cube. So first of all, what we're going to do is simply cut out the template all around the outside lines. So I'll take my scissors, start cutting. Make sure you don't cut off these tabs because we'll need those. Just cut around the outside lines. Okay, so now it looks like this. And if you like, you can go ahead and decorate the template. You can do any kind of design you like. I'll show you one that I've already made. And I just decided to make my cube into a dice. So I put the dots from 1 to 6 on the different squares. You can also just put different pictures or designs in the squares. Another idea is you can write some questions or some statements on each of the squares. And then later on, once it's a cube, you can use it as a game where you throw it to your friend, and whichever side is facing them when they catch it, they have to answer that question or do that thing that's written on the square. Okay. So now we want to fold along each of the lines. So all of these tabs will fold in on the lines. Okay. So each of the tabs and also along these lines of the different squares. Okay. Okay, so now it looks like this. So I've got all the tabs folded, and oh, I missed this fold here. So we want to fold along all of the lines. And now you can either use tape or glue to fold in the squares and attach them like this to the tabs, okay? So it'll just fold in like this. Glue is a bit trickier because you may have to hold it until it dries. It may be easier just to use some tape. That's what I did with mine. So I'll just fold it all together like this. Make sure all the tabs are folded in. Okay. And then I'll just put some tape along the edges to keep it all together. Whoops. You'll have to use several pieces. Okay, and there you go. I hope you enjoyed today's program and activity. Have a fantastic week, and I'll see you next time.